that's why I'm here every week sharing the hard parts of my entrepreneurial journey with you, because this shit ain't easy. So gosh, where do I start? Hello, you amazing human beings. I'm Lauren Pantera, and I am the creator of The Real Female Entrepreneur. And if you're new around here, I have been doing these weekly video diary updates, for a few months now. And it all started when I decided to go all in. Like, that's me, diving into the water, all in. To the podcast and make it my full-time thing. And by make it my full-time thing, I meant spend all day working on it, doing nothing else, and trying to create some income. And so, yeah, if you've missed it, you can go follow along. Weeks, 1 through 14, 15 are out there now, so go catch up. But I'm quite a few weeks behind here. You may have noticed, if you were following along, that I haven't posted a video in almost an entire month. Actually, I think it's been exactly an entire month. My last video diary update I shared before I launched the rebrand. So, quick update. The Real Female Entrepreneur used to be Grit and Glitter Co. And it all started about a year and a half ago with the Grit and Glitter podcast. And it just went through a huge rebrand. The mission of the podcast and the platform is still the same, and it's just gotten better. It's all about peeling back the curtains and sharing the real, raw, hard parts of all of it. And that's why I'm here every week, sharing the hard parts of my entrepreneurial journey with you, because this shit ain't easy. So gosh, where do I start? I launched the rebrand, which I'm sure if you're watching this, you know this already. And that week was pretty intense because such a huge part of the rebrand was the marketing, and I didn't have it all prepped beforehand. So I was trying to finish the content and edit the content and share the content that week, and I had the most signups obviously that I've had so far within that first week. And so it was just one of those trying to keep up with myself things. And then I would say the 2 or 3 weeks after that were one big group of all the same. There was a lot of emotions that I was experiencing, and the first one I think was doubt. I've not shared these numbers out loud, but I'm going to share them because I think that this is the one thing about entrepreneurship that annoys me, and I'm doing it myself, where people are I didn't reach my goal, or I sold all the things, and you're well, what does that really mean? What really was your goal? What are all the things? Is all the things selling 10 or 1 million? For me, my goal when I launched the Real Female Entrepreneur homepage was I wanted 1,000 women to sign up within the first month. And I'm staring at September 12th, which is today as I record this. So 3 days shy of a month, and I haven't even reached 100. And I think that was a hard reality for me to digest, because I went into this, working on my mindset and doing all the things, and certain that I would have 1,000 women sign up by September 15th. And that's just not the case. So I have had, I don't know the exact number. I think it's anywhere between 50, I think it's around 50 women that I've had sign up for the homepage, which is amazing. The women who have signed up before are amazing. They continue to blow my mind. And I know that it has potential to continue growing, but it just didn't happen in the first month like I was hoping that it would. And as I started to accept that reality and realize that there were other areas that I could focus on, I decided to do something that I just shared about in the podcast episode that went live today. And I will link it below if you want to go listen to it. But I'm going to be doing some work for someone else again that's not myself, another business, so that I can have some income coming in, a steady income, because I guess it was last week, I just hit this like breakdown point where I was so frustrated with myself, and I was like constantly operating, or it felt like I was constantly operating in this sink or swim place. Like I couldn't create content and like plan for the future in a long-term like sustainable way because I was too busy like freaking out about the fact that I couldn't pay myself yet, and I planned to be able to pay myself. And as a family, like me and my husband Josh, I've now been going, I think it's almost 3 months without no income, and we have goals. We want to save for a house, we want to travel, we want to do other things, and me having an income is really helpful to be able to do that. So there is a company here in Colorado that I used to work for, super small entrepreneurial company that I love, and it just so happens that they reached out to me soon after I moved back about doing some contract work for them on like a project by project basis, and I said yes because there couldn't be a more perfect fit. I'm going to be doing just like 10 hours a week, so I can still, devote full-time attention to TRFE, but I can have some income coming in so that I have that relief. And knowing that there's income coming in, I can keep building the business the way I really want to build it without freaking out and making these decisions from this fear-based place of like, oh my God, I have to make as much money as fast as possible. Because I just didn't feel good. It just didn't feel right. And another driver behind me deciding to pick up this working for another company again, was because I am not giving up on the Real Female Entrepreneur. I am 1,000% in. I am 1,000% in. What's the correct way to say that? Can you say 1,000, 1,000? Who knows? Anyways, I am all in, and that is why I'm getting this job, because I have seen too many women give up. I have seen too many women give it their all and it not grow fast enough, and them go without an income for too long, and so them say, screw it. Like, obviously I'm not cut out for this, or, whatever the reason may be, so I'm gonna like quit my business, close shop, and go do something different. And there's a beautiful quote, and I share about it in the podcast episode today as well, but, I think that far too many of us give up right before we're getting ready to reach that place of success that we've been working so hard to get to. And I am not going to do that. So if that means that I have to pick up some part-time work to make some money on the side in the meantime so that I can continue to grow this thing the right way, the way that I really want to, then that's what I'm going to do. So that's one of the biggest updates in this journey. This all started with me saying like, bye-bye, freelance work, contract work, whatever. I'm going all in. And now here I am. Gosh, when was that? I need to go back and look at the date, but I think it was about 3 or 4 months ago. And now here I am saying like, hey, I'm still all in. I am still doing this entrepreneurial thing. I am 1,000% in. I am not giving up. Like, there's no way I'm giving up. It's not even a consideration in my mind right now. And because of that, I am going to take on more work again. As for the homepage, I still feel really great about it. And I know that it has the potential to have thousands of women and hundreds of women on the homepage. One of the other really hard things for me, though, was before I launched, I didn't have the time to build the foundation that I wanted to build beforehand. So working on PR and SEO and like all of those things. And so I am trying to play catch up now. And that felt really overwhelming. Like my brain was going in a million different directions every single day until Sunday. Today's Tuesday. So it was Sunday. Sunday night, Josh and I went out by the pool. I poured myself a glass of wine, and he helped me kind of map out where my priorities should be right now and how I should plan out my days. And if any of you know, Josh works like in a corporate 9-to-5 job, but he's had he's built his own businesses before, so like he knows the entrepreneurial world. But my brain, our brains work totally differently. Like, whereas mine is like always people focused and like creative in that way, Josh is very strategic. Like he works in a strategic position right now. And it was so helpful to like actually create some structure to my brain and to all the things that I needed to do. So yeah, my main focus right now is just building the community and continuing to grow all these things. So I do hate that I missed out on recording these updates for the past few weeks because it was such a roller coaster, and I would have liked to have had those videos. This is why I started this video diary in the first place, but it's okay. I'm gonna try to be better. Now that my brain's not spazzing out 90% of the time, I'm gonna try to be better about sitting down and recording these at the start of every single week, because I think it's so important to document this journey and to share this journey with you and to show that it's not just this what's linear, that's the word. I'm like, what's the word? It's not just this clear-cut, beautiful, easy, linear path to building and growing a financially viable business. And that's the journey that I'm on right now, and I'm not going to give up until I get there. But my God, it is a total roller coaster. Also, I wanted to let you know the Me Too collection of teas is finally here. It's finally for sale. I've been talking about these here on these videos for a long time now. If you've watched my other weekly updates, you've seen some of the other versions of the Me Too teas. So they just went live yesterday. They're for sale for the next 2 weeks, so through Monday, September 25th. And I wore this one in today's video on purpose because this has been the best seller thus far. The blue tank, and then the gray V-neck tee. But this has definitely been the most popular. So I'm going to include a link below if you want to go check out the Me Too tees. Again, they will be for sale through Monday, September 25th. So hop over, take a look, and get you a tea. And if you haven't caught up on the podcast yet, Season 3 is officially here. We're now 4 weeks into Season 3, and there have been some amazing conversations. So all of the links to listen in iTunes and Stitcher or directly through the blog will be below. It's the Real Female Entrepreneur Podcast. Be sure to go check it out. Grab you a tea and tune in here next week. Subscribe. That's the easiest way to make sure you don't miss these, in case I'm not consistent with the days when they actually go live, like I have been for the past few weeks. So hit this red subscribe button here on YouTube to the TRFE channel. That was nice. I have all sorts of just but anyways, hit the subscribe button here on YouTube, and I will see you back here next week.